All right, quick how-to on how to source LinkedIn contacts using our template. So I'm going to walk you through the template library, how to add the template, and then the automation, triggering the automation, and actually pasting data to a sheet. Then I will walk you through how to format the sheet, how we do it, how I've done it, so that I can prepare it for automations. So we'll dive in. So first, just make sure you have a Google Sheet prepped and ready. You can keep two columns if you need to. So I always like to scrape the URL, the direct link for that contact, as well as the name. And when we scrape the name, it's going to scrape the first and last name. Then I'll include a split cell, uh, to format the sheet and split the first and last name. So I can just get just the first name to include in an email or a text message, or in even auto connecting with them. So when I connect with them, I can include the first name. I like to always include the company and the filters we use. So uh, when adding the automation, go to the desktop app. And if you have automations already built into your desktop here, then in the top right, you're going to want to click Add from Templates. Now, if you don't have any automations, then you're going to see a screen like this, and you can access the template library by clicking Add from Templates. And you want to search for the LinkedIn source contacts URLs. Click Add this automation. First thing we'll do is connect the spreadsheet, which is why it's good to prepare that ahead of time. Oh, I didn't share this sheet with automations. Retry. Now I should be able to find my sheet, which is sheet 1, and then making sure it matches up with the headers. Cool. Looks good. Column A, URL, column B, names, and then I have first name, last name, and so forth. And data is only going to paste into the first two with this template, first two columns. I'm going to type in my username. So I just added my username and my password. That was step 2 and 3 of the templates. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the first page that I want to source contacts from. So this template is designed to specifically source contacts from, let me log in here, to specifically source contacts from company pages. So whatever company page you want to source contacts from, say if I'm searching account executives from a company, I'll go Zoom Info. And I'm gonna go to companies. So I'm gonna search for the company. There we go. Go to Zoom Info, people, and then I can add filters in here. I want to do this in a separate browser before I add it to the automation. If I wanted to source for account executives or dev people or programmers, whatever it might be, I'm gonna copy the URL, and that's what the template is asking for with the navigate here. Click continue, and then the automation is built. So from here, we can edit the name. I'm going to delete copy. You can rename this to whatever you prefer and whatever you would like. Just checking the automation. I have all my steps. If there's any steps in red, then I know they need to be updated. But this is going to type in my username, type in my password, log in. Keep in mind, if we add in any steps, then it does remove it as a template. So as a company, as TaskMagic, we'll maintain these the best we can and make updates to these templates, which makes updates to all the templates. But as soon as you add a step in here, then it will remove this from a template. So it's going to sign in, navigate to that page, and then we have some custom code JavaScript built in here to scroll down the page. And we use this before we added the scroll down feature in the desktop app. So we have a custom step that you can add, which scrolls down the page. We used to use this. I'm going to change this to scrolling down 3 times on the page 3 times for testing purposes. It's going to scrape my links and scrape my names. Good to go. I'm going to click play steps. This isn't something I want to schedule and run. And there may be some scenarios where you want to schedule and run this automatically from your computer, but for the most part, I use this automation uh, as needed. So when I want to source more contacts or I'm out of data in one of my spreadsheets that I'm automating connections and messages to, then I'll go in and source more, probably a few hundred, a few thousand, and then just run my auto message, auto connect. So you can see here, it's going to navigate. It's on step 5. It's navigating to the Zoom info page. It also has the account executive filter built in. And it is going to scrape and paste. So I'll go back to my sheet and I can now see contacts pasted in here. So from here, I'm going to split the first and last name, and then I'm going to add in the Zoom info contact company and the filter that I used. So let me give you that split of that cell real quick. Yeah, I keep saying split and cell. I'm trying to say formula. So my fault there. So here's the formula that I use, and you want to just change this to match with the column and the row that you're on. So then I'll take this, copy and drag, and that'll split my first and last name. I was using Zoom info, and the filters used were account executive. So if I ever want to source again, then I know which filters I used. And so next time I source, let's say if I'm sourcing for salespeople, I'm trying to prospect at salespeople, then I can go after sales managers and use that filter to see if I grab some different contacts. So this is good to go. Then I'll connect this. Next step would be to connect this to auto message, the auto connect and message, and then we can also send an auto message after you've been connected. So look for the tutorial videos on that. Really quick before I finish here, I want to show you how to source from multiple pages. So you've already seen that I've sourced from Zoom info, right? So I have that built in here. This one's complete. Say if I don't need any more contacts from Zoom info and I want to source account executives from a different company, we'll say Gong, oops, keep it in here, Gong.io. Search a company page. Remember, this is outside of the desktop app. Let's go to Gong. There we go. And the company, put people, and same process. Click on account executives. Once you have your filters built in, I see there's 253 employees. If I want to source all of these, I'm going to copy the URL. I'm going to go to my automation and change my navigate step, which is step 4 for templates. Paste a new URL in. Now, keep in mind, I want this to scroll down and account for the amount of contacts. So I like to say there's probably around, I don't know, 5 people. So say if you have 253 from this page, do some math here. Just to be safe, I'll say every time it scrolls down, it grabs 5 more people. I'll divide that by 5. So to be safe here, I'll change this to 50 scrolls. Make sure you do not change any part of this code because it will mess it up. So if I wanted to get all of them, I would run it for 50. So I will, I'm just going to delete that now. Only run it for 5. But I hope you guys get the point on how to source for more and how to use that custom scroll step. Click play steps. So it'll paste the bottom of this list. And we can also see what step it's on. And so just a reminder, we have the ability to stay logged in, so we're not having to type in the username and password every time, just to prevent any security issues. Cool. We should see data paste here shortly. There we are. And I'll just repeat this process. I know this is from a new company, so I'll drag and copy. I could also just double click the blue circle up there. And from here, I'll type in long, add the same filter, boom. good to go. And then next step would be to use the auto connect message, or you can just do an auto connect with no message for them. And the reason I'm splitting the first and last name is so if I include a message with the connection, then I can include that first name in the message. So look for the tutorial video on how to add the auto connect and message LinkedIn automation template.